What are the best side hustles for beginners in 2026? This is a question I receive almost daily now in my inbox and also in my private groups, asking me for advice, saying, what is the best side hustle? Well, the best side hustle, especially for beginners, is a side hustle that suits your personality. It suits your personality, it suits the income that you have, that you're willing to invest. If you don't have the income to invest or you don't have the money to invest, then what time can you invest into your side hustle? Are you willing to put in the effort? Are you willing to learn? Or do you want something that's fast cash, which, let's be honest with you, it really isn't fast cash. It just means you're going to lose more money faster. That's basically what that is. So anybody that says instant fast cash, that means it's going to cost you a lot of money over the long term. So I've been at this game for many years. And when I say the game, to me, it is a game. It's a game of making money online. And I started back in 1999. And I started article writing, which is pretty strange because that's where we're heading back to now, where a lot more people are looking for content, written content, which is the side hustle that I'm in. So if you look at my background, I've been a ghostwriter now since around the year 2000, 2004. I've written for executives in my niche, so ERP executives. I've written for seven-figure earners, six-figure earners. I've written for finance advisors, etc., etc. So I do a lot of ghostwriting on the side. So my ghostwriting is mainly around newsletters and articles, also emails as well to support those articles and newsletters. Claire, my personal assistant, Claire likes to write non-fiction books, and she started going down the cozy fantasy route, and now she's going down the steamy romance route, which is a massive niche on Amazon KDP. And if you want to look around on the channel somewhere, you'll find out more about these niches, about how to write non-fiction using proven frameworks, using Claude AI for the cozy fantasy, and for the steamy romance you can use ChatGPT and you can use Claude as well. But anyway, there's videos on this channel. Have a look around there, and they'll be over the shoulder from me where you can have a look into it. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'm Phil Henderson. As I say, I've been at this game since 1999. Start with article marketing, basically to promote affiliate offers. So affiliate marketing was my initial side hustle. And then I moved into SEO, search engine optimization, and then create my own content and then create my own courses as well. So I've created over a dozen courses now, and I have, at one stage before I actually left this industry, I had over 30,000 subscribers on my various email list. So that's from Stupid Simple SEO, 545 Master Plan, Stupid Simple Arbitrage. There's quite a few. But anyway, what I want to do in this video, I want to give back. I want to give you some information I think will support you. So the best side hustle, as I say, I chose my niche. I chose what matched my skills, and also it meant because I was writing, I didn't have to be in front of the camera, which is a bit weird because I'm in front of the camera now talking to you. But that was one of the key constraints for me, was something where I could just sit behind the scenes and work in the evenings. So again, my background is I've worked a lot of the time away from home. So I've worked in Saudi Arabia, for example. So I took that time in the evenings to work on my online business. When I'm working away from home now on this current contract I'm on, I actually spend a lot of time in the evenings studying and then applying what I'm learning, and then put it into practice, and also share what I'm learning for free with other people. Now, what I'm going to do in this case, I'm actually going to share with you proven methods. So this, what you see here on the screen, was actually a course that I created. It was an ebook first of all, and then on the back of that I put together a full training for individuals to basically go through this course, and I called it the ultimate side hustle. And the ultimate side hustle, as I say, it's the ultimate side hustle that's matched for you. It's the perfect match for you, and that's how this is different. But rather than just saying here's a little bit information, what I also do is I'm also going to share with you some case studies from my former students. For example, this case study here is one of my students who basically went from zero to nearly $30,000 in 6 weeks using digital arbitrage, drop shipping basically, or drop servicing. So drop servicing such as creating videos for people and things like that. So this is a full ebook on how to do that. I'll show you how many pages in just a moment. The next one here is I've got a little bit of a basic about ChatGPT, the ultimate beginner's guide. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be adding more to this, and I'm going to send out some more videos for you as well. And basically what you need to do is check below. There's a place where you can subscribe, and when you subscribe, basically what you're going to do is you're going to get access to this whole platform, this training platform, which people paid up to $67 for. So it was a valuable resource. You're going to get this 100% for free just for putting your email below. The next thing I mentioned is a six-figure secret. This is basically the arbitrage, the digital arbitrage, but also physical arbitrage. I'm going to introduce you to that. And next one I'm going to introduce you to is how I started off in POD a couple of years ago, and how I went from zero to 10,235 in under 6 weeks from a brand new account, knowing nothing about it. And I'm going to walk you through the full process and show you how you can get set up for free. And then we've obviously got the offline side hustles as well. Side hustles people are doing if they don't have the investment or they're not very good online. Well, these side hustles will help you. It's things such as hiring things like pressure washers and pressure washing drives, going out there and building a business and going out and building a service business. So, for example, you don't have to cut the grass or cut the lawns. You can go and get other people who want to do the lawns. And what you do is you just go knock on doors, get together a list of all these houses that want the lawns cut, and then you go to a lawn supply company and say, I've got all these leads. Do you want to buy them? So that's another way of doing it. Or you can take a percentage of the profits, which works really, really well because that gives you repeat business as well. So another little insight of what you can find there with the offline side hustles. So it's not just about digital side hustles, online side hustles, it's also offline as well. So we're going to give you that as well. But of course, AI is a big thing. So we've got an AI for beginners cheat stack, basically. It's a stack that I started off with. This was written in 2024, 2025. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it up to date and I'm going to send you some more videos on how to do that. But the only way you're going to get access to them videos is, as I say, put your email below. That way I know you're serious. I don't just want to put videos on here for people just to watch this and do nothing with. This is going to change your life if you apply what you learn, what I share. Now, as I say, some of this information might feel out of date, but it's not. It's stuff that's been proven for years. The only thing I haven't added in here is my ghostwriting business, and I haven't added in basically the fiction business, the fiction writing business, which I'm going to do. I'm going to share that with you as well. As I say, you can have a look around the channel somewhere on here, and you'll see the cozy fantasy, how to write a book over a weekend, 24 hours basically. And also you'll see one for steamy romance. Again, this is how to write fiction books using AI. So these are side hustles as well that a lot of people are moving into now as well. The other side hustles that people are moving into are puzzle books, things like that, puzzle books for KDP. There is a bit of a lockdown on this now. We're starting to see some change now from the likes of Amazon, who are starting to say, well, is this AI slop? And also, which is very interesting just recently, LinkedIn have now added a button, which is interesting for me because I ghostwrite for my clients, and people who are reading your article can decide if it's AI slop or not. So this is why the game's changing a little bit, because AI made it so easy for anybody to get into it. But what was happening, people were writing about stuff they didn't have any idea about, and it just read like slop, and the whole internet was just full of slop. And even more worrying, people were believing what was written. And as we all know, AI can lie. Well, it can lie unless you know how to control it. That's another video. So this is all about side hustles for beginners in 2026, but more importantly, it's what is the best side hustle for you in 2026. So let me just dive into this. This is from 2025. You're going to get access to the limited edition, and you're also going to see you can join our community, which is basically my private Facebook group. So you can click on here once you subscribe. You can join that. That's normally just for buyers, but we're opening it up now. We want to help as many people as we can for the rest of 2026. So all you need to do is you can look at the online version here, or you can download the PDF version here. So let's just look at the ebook. Now, when I wrote this, I actually wrote it in Canva. As you can see up here, it says Canva. So I actually wrote this in Canva. And then turned it into PDF. So as we go through this, you'll see some of the images will have Canva up. See, like there, it's got Canva crossed out. And the reason that is because I no longer subscribe to Canva. I don't use it. I don't use the service. I use a free service, not the paid service. And again, what you should do is ignore any URLs and things like that, because some of these links are out of date because it was written in 2024 to 2025. This version that you're going to get was the version that came out in 2025 with the updates. So we've got all the good stuff. You can read a little bit about my backstory, etc. You can find out why I wrote the guide, and then we start moving into why side hustles, why they're so popular, and then why you should consider a side hustle. We move into that as well. Obviously, extra income, increased creativity and skill development, flexibility, great control over earnings. The earnings is a big one for me. Now, I do really well as a contractor. I'm a consultant project manager. That's my day job. I've done that for years, since 2004, but I've had a great lifestyle over the years in various verticals. So I've done really quite well for myself. However, even myself now, I'm looking at things and thinking, I'm getting taxed to the hilt here. So I'm looking for additional income, and I'm thinking about for the future. So I want investment income. I want to make sure that I've got income that I can invest for my retirement. I'm 62 this year in October. I'm not getting any younger. So what I'm looking to do is looking to make sure that I've got something set up that's going to give me that safety net in the future, because I don't believe we can rely on the state anymore. We're seeing a lot of changes, especially here in the UK, that on about taxing you when you die now, which could be up to £50,000 to your loved ones, when you die, which is absolutely crazy. They're just taxing us to the hilt. So the way I see a side hustle is to give you that safety net and that income buffer, so you don't have to rely on one source of income. And you can run as many side hustles as you want, which is be the sensible way of doing it. And the way to do that would be what we call seasonal side hustles. So, for example, as we go through this course and as you go through the training, I'll introduce you to that. And what I'll also do is I'll follow up with some more videos for you, step-by-step videos showing you exactly how it's done these days, how it's up to date. I'm going to get people ready for the print-on-demand massive marketplace, which takes place around the Christmas time. I'm going to show you how to tap into that as well. And actually, I've got that training, that $10,235 was around that 6-week period where I made that income just basically, well, that was actually, I made the revenue, the income was a bit less than that. But I'm going to show you how to do that anyway, how to tap into that Christmas market. And that 6 weeks training I'm going to show was exactly how I found an in-demand product, and then went to find a platform, and then which is basically Shine On, created a design by looking what other people were doing, and hit a winner after 3 designs. And I'm not very creative, so there you go. So again, this is how you can basically have seasonal side hustles. So you might want to write for the whole year. You might want to create written content for other people, or you might want to write for yourself, write articles to promote affiliate offers and things like that. Or you might want to write fiction books or non-fiction books. You can learn that now with AI. And again, part of the training I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you how AI will actually teach you how to become very proficient. So you can get AI to create a 6 weeks or 12-week training course, which will be among the best of the best training that you're ever going to see, because AI has been trained on the best of the best. So that's another video. But that video will only happen if you subscribe. So as we go through here, we'll start looking at more in depth about what a side hustle is. And one of the key things here, this is something that I don't think I can enlarge this here. I can, just one sec. If I can get this to work. Let's just bring this up a bit. It says here, this is from Albert Einstein, I believe. It basically says, everybody's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Now, I'm not saying people watching this video are stupid, and people who haven't made success from side hustles are stupid. What I'm saying is you probably just haven't picked the right side hustle for you. So how do you know what the right side hustle is? Well, this is how we do it. We've got a side hustle quiz here for you. And all you need to do is just go through these questions. And what I suggest you're going to do, and what I'm going to do actually, I'll create either a custom GPT or create a prompt that you can drop this into either Claude or ChatGPT. And what it'll do is it'll walk you through selecting what it believes your best side hustle should be. You can see it's quite straightforward. It's just a selection of questions, 10 questions. And now what it'll do is it'll spit out the answers and say your best side hustle should be this, doing this. And that's really how you can dive into it. And what I'll also do, and what I've also done in here as well, you can see how we look at the side hustles. So 1 to 2, service-oriented work. So I meant things like pet sitting, dog walking, lawn care, which I mentioned before, sales and marketing work, creative and design work, technical and web-based work. So it shows you the right vehicle for you, which means you're no longer that goldfish trying to climb the tree. You'll be that prize chimp or that prize ape, whatever you want to call it. You'll be the master of your own universe when it comes to, that was quite good. I like that link. I just watched that film the other day. Anyway, be master of your own side hustle universe, because you know exactly what your skills and strengths are, and you won't have to keep failing. And this is so demoralizing, watching people fail constantly when they choose the wrong side hustle, because they see these gurus doing investments, doing Bitcoin or doing property or doing whatever. That's what they're good at. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be good at that. And that's what this quiz will give you. This will give you the insight as to what's going to work best for you. Will it guarantee 100% success? Of course not. Life's not like that. But what it will do is it'll help you to shorten that learning curve and help you to focus in on the core areas where you should focus and start there, and then start learning and getting better and moving into different things. So what I would suggest you do is find one thing, just one thing, focus on it, run it for 30 days, make some income from that. And then after that, then decide, am I going to put more effort into this, or I'm going to add something else into this as well, or I'm going to take that income and I'm going to invest it. And if I'm going to do that, I need to learn to invest, which is another side hustle. So for some people, investment is a side hustle. It's not necessarily a full-time job. For some people it is, but that's for the experts, not for what we're talking about here, because we're talking about side hustles for beginners in 2026. So again, as we go through here, we look at do we think this is the top 7 side hustles? So I've actually graded these. I've looked at freelance writing and content creation. You'll see the bags of money there. Let me just see if I can get this to work again. Again, you'll get this in PDF format as well as this digital format. So you can see these are the ones I've looked at: freelance writing and content creation. You can see how much time is involved, affiliate marketing, how much money is possible, but you've got a lot of time involved with it. Selling digital products, again, good money, this time involved, excuse me. Social media management, online tutoring and coaching. If you have skills, transferable skills that you can do online, then it's an ideal way of making a side income in 2026. Virtual assistant services. This is an interesting one because this is how I met Claire. Claire, who's my PA, personal assistant, now she has her own business on her side. She has her own ghostwriting clients now as well. Claire worked in the kind of like, I'll broadly use the word health niche. She's gone through a lot of problems over the last few years, and she was introduced to me by one of our friends. She lives not far from me in Stirling, and basically she wanted to get online and learn some stuff. So she started working on with me, and I started just sharing stuff with her. So a lot of the emails that you receive, if I'm busy, will come from Claire. But what Claire did, Claire started off doing some virtual assistant services for me. She started responding to my help desk, or basically to my emails. I don't run a help desk, I run emails. We answer every email that comes in, and she started working that way. And then she started saying, what else can I do? I've got a little bit of spare time in hand now. What can I do for minimal investment? And that's when I got her into freelance writing. And initially what she did, she basically took up one of the frameworks that my friend created, Soren, and she moved into the cozy fantasy niche. She started enjoying that and started writing that. She learned how to do graphic design as well using AI, not graphic design as such, but she learned how to use ChatGPT Images 2.0 to create her book covers, etc. And she started creating book covers on Fiverr and also on her social media accounts. And what happened next was, well, somebody says, the creations are great, but can you write the books as well? So now that's how Claire's basically picked up her ghostwriting clients. And she's running, I think, she's got about 4 or 5 clients just now, where she's writing these cozy fantasy books, and also she's doing the dark romance, the steamy romance books she's writing now as well. Again, these are frameworks from Soren. And what I'll do, I'll drop some links underneath here so you can link to the videos that I mentioned about these two writing opportunities, if you wish, for writing fiction books, especially around the KDP niche. So I'll put those links below the video here as well for you, and then you'll get a better understanding of what they are. So basically what happens is Claire started off doing the virtual assistant services, and then realised that she had spare time because of our situation, and she could pick up some freelance writing and content creation. So the content creation was her first creation of basically the digital side of things, which is basically selling the digital products. So if you look at this, she's basically done 3 things, and then she's found her niche. She's found what she's good at now, what she enjoys, which is writing these books, these fiction books for KDP. So that's how she's done it. You can see here we've graded them, and then as you go through here, you've got freelance writing, content creation. We'll explain what it is. We've got some key ones where you can learn. We've got some free links here where you can get some resourcing on learning how to write. I mentioned the frameworks, check them out. Affiliate marketing, which is where I started. I'll share exactly how to do affiliate marketing. And basically, if you watch what I'm doing now, this is affiliate marketing, because what I'm doing is I'm sharing real value with you. You can see here I've got some real in-depth videos behind the scenes. I'll share with you what I do, and I'll basically just talk about what I've been doing, what I've invested in, talk about the product, the warts and all. If it's a good product, I'll tell you it's a good product. If it's not, I'll tell you to avoid it, which you'll see if you look at some of my videos on here. I basically say, do not buy this. It's not worth the investment. So you see, that's how affiliate marketing works. It's not a hard sell. It's just showing people what works. And when people talk about affiliate marketing, they kind of look at it like MLM, multi-level marketing, network marketing. It's nothing like that. And some of the biggest companies in the world have affiliate opportunities. So you can be an affiliate, which I've been in the past for Virgin Airlines, Expedia Credit. You can do with Marriott Hotels. You can do Walmart, Coca-Cola, Microsoft, Apple, Nike, Tesla. You can be an affiliate for Tesla. Ford, you can be an affiliate for. And there's all these different affiliate programs that you can join. But what we're going to focus on, or what I focus on, is basically how to help people to make more income, how to have a side hustle, basically. That's where my strengths lie. In I've been helping people over the years since 2004 I got involved, helping people. 2009 was when I released my first product, 2010 rather. And you can see here, these are the sort of potential earnings that you can look at using affiliate marketing. So each one of these sections you'll see selling digital products, show you how to sell your digital products as well, where to sell them. I'll show you the different sites you can do, social media management. In fact, if I go back there, I should have it on there. I need to check that I put it, just one sec. I'll come back to that. I need to put on the income on that as well, because what I tend to do is look at potential earnings for each one of them. I might put it at the start actually. Let's just have a quick look. Normally I do it. There you go. There's a potential earnings for selling digital products. So each one of these graded. Now, I'm not saying these are the top 7 side hustles for you, but it's a good starting point. So if you do that first part, understanding what the best side hustle for you is first of all, then that's going to help you break down and get through the barriers that might be holding you back. So all these good stuff that we've got here, virtual assistants stuff, etc., etc. I mean, it's 121 pages of quality, of proven methods that I've done as well to support you and help you get through this. So what I'm also going to do is we go through this, and I'll just come out with this. Let me just go back. We've got here, each one of these you have the books here. There's an arbitrage system. Again, you can click it here. And this book goes in depth, so it takes that core area. And this is another 45-page document, which shows exactly how to get involved with retail arbitrage. So I'll show you how to do that. And then again, we've got more in-depth stuff here. So up here, we've got this is the print on demand one. I'll show you how to do that. Again, you can just click on that guide. I think this one's about the same length, shorter, 28 pages. All it takes is 28 pages for this, because it just shows exactly how to get involved with print on demand, and it just breaks it right down very, very simply. You don't need to have a massive training session on how to do print on demand. The key things is find out what works and mirror it. Don't copy it. Use it for inspiration, and then start digging into how you're going to make the most from that. Another one here is we mentioned the case study. There's another case study for you here as well. And you click into that guide, and this one's again 55 pages. Going to show you exactly how to break down and how to get into what's now called the drop service industry. What I used to call it was basically arbitrage. I call it service arbitrage. And again, you'll see how it gets into it. All these different things. It shows you some of the case studies that I had where I was doing reverse SEO for clients and things like that. All that good stuff's in here as well. So the key thing for this is not a video where I'm going to walk you through step by step each one of these. All this is an introduction video to show you that what we have here is we have an opportunity for you to get access to a product that I created back in late 2024, updated in 2025, that will show you how to find the best side hustle for beginners in 2026. It's a starting point. It's a catalyst to help you find your initial side hustle. I want this to be a two-way conversation, so you can drop your comments below this video to let me know what you're looking at, and I'll help you grade it. The key thing is here, if you enter your email just below, you'll find the list. Go to that site, enter your email. I'm not going to spam you. I'm not going to blast you all kinds of stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you access to this. Now, when you enter your email, you'll be asked to set up an account. You can see this is actually behind it's a course, basically. You see it's a school, it's a course. It's a full-blown course. I'm going to give you access to that. And within that course, you're going to get access to this Ultimate Side Hustle ebook. You can download it as a PDF, etc. And you can click into that. And the first thing you should do, the very, very first thing you should do is go through that. What is the best side hustle for me? Again, it's important that why you choose the right side hustle for you. Otherwise, you're just going to keep getting frustrated. You're going to keep investing stuff that's not going to work for you because you haven't found the right side hustle that's suited to you, whether it's your investment of time, investment of money, or it's your circumstances, or it's whether you're technical or untechnical. If you want to be technical in the future, then go make some income using offline stuff, which I share with you, and then invest that money that you make from your offline side hustles, invest it into learning how to use AI and work with AI, learn how to become a ghostwriter, writing books for other people if you want to do that kind of thing. By the way, it's a great income opportunity. But again, go through this first of all. And by the time you're watching this, what I've done is I'll have this in a skill, or I'll have it in a custom GPT, or I'll have it in just a prompt, and it'll help you to go through here, and you can basically grade through this question, what's the right side hustle for you in 2026. So I've been Phil. I hope you enjoyed that. Drop your comments below. Make sure you follow that link below here as well. And check out the channel if you're interested in writing non-fiction books, especially in the cozy fantasy using Claude AI, or if you want to write the more dark, more steamy, more risky fiction books, then check out the video around here as well. Somewhere it'll be on the channel. Have a look at the channel videos. You'll see one regarding steamy, dark romance as well, which you can use ChatGPT or Claude for. I want this to be a two-way conversation, so please drop your comments below. Certainly drop follow that link below. Go and sign up, subscribe for this, get access to all this Side Hustle book. You get the whole, everything I've just shared with you, all the courses that's there, all the books you'll get, all that. But also you get access to me and Claire via email. So that's why I want it to be conversational. And also join our Facebook group as well. I do have a school group. I may be keeping that school group, or what I may be doing is moving everything into another platform. But again, that's for another video, as I keep saying. I've been Phil. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you on the other side. Make sure you find the right side hustle.